All right, guys, let's talk about it. Dexter episode 9 currently has an IMDb score of 9.9. Let's think about that for 1 second. There is one other episode in Dexter franchise history that came close to the 9.9 rating, and it was a 9.8 rating, and that was the season 4 finale, one of the greatest finales in all of television history. There is something unprecedented going on here. I made videos about this before. We have a scenario where there is now 7 in a row 9.0 plus ratings for Dexter Resurrection on IMDb, with the first 2 episodes being an 8.8 and an 8.9. Dexter is fully resurrected. The franchise is 100% back. But not only that, we have the best seasons, the best scores for seasons going on right now for Dexter Resurrection in 2025. And we also have another situation where there are only 2 live action television series that have hit this landmark of 7 9.0 plus IMDb scores in a row. And those 2 are Dexter Resurrection and arguably the greatest television show of all time, and that is Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad actually has 12 IMDb scores of 9.0 plus or of 9.0 or more, and they're cheating a little bit here because the final season, season 5, was part 1 and part 2. So they were able to have 12 episodes to do it. Dexter Resurrection will never be able to reach that feat because it is only 10 episodes long this season. Now listen, Breaking Bad is my favorite show of all time, literally of all time, number 1. Dexter Resurrection is seriously up there right now for me for the best Dexter season of all time. This is an amazing season, don't get me wrong. I am seriously so overjoyed, so shocked at how good it is, but the shock actually has worn away after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.0 plus ratings coming in all of these phenomenal episodes. But I'm definitely not making this video so that I can compare Breaking Bad to Dexter Resurrection. Dexter Resurrection as a series itself, as a revival, needs to be consistently giving us phenomenal seasons for me to compare it to Breaking Bad. Dexter is in one of my top shows of all time. Dexter is iconic. It is literally one of my favorite shows. That's why I make so much content about it. But for me, Breaking Bad is still firmly number 1. But what I want to talk about here is that I think after episode 9, Dexter Resurrection has jumped seasons 1 and 2 in my top 4 of all time. Number 1 is Dexter season 4. There's nothing that's going to change that for me at this moment. If the Dexter Resurrection season 1 finale is an absolute major banger, that is another 9.9 kind of scenario, then maybe we could talk about it. I will have to rewatch season 4 and make that decision. But for me, I really just can't have anything beat season 4. The iconic finale, the one of the greatest villains of all time in television history with Trinity, Emmy performances from Michael C. Hall, John Lithgow. All of the actors and actresses in that TV show for season 4 were just top notch. It was literally unbeatable for me. Until now, it is very, very close. So my original ranking was season 4 was number 1, season 1 was number 2, season 2 was number 3, and season 3 was number 4. And the season 3, there's other shows, there's other seasons that could maybe jump into the top 4 with that. But for me, Resurrection had jumped season 3 pretty early on. But now I was saying I couldn't have it jump seasons 1 and 2 without knowing the finale. But this has been so freaking good that I don't know that I can't say that at this moment. Season 1 will always have a special place in my heart because of the ice truck killer, Brian Moser, the big reveal there. Watching Dexter for the very first time, it's just something special. There's something about this TV show. It's so special. And having that feeling of watching it for the first time, you're not going to forget that. And that will always make Dexter season 1 in my top. But ratings don't lie. Seriously, ratings don't lie. Stats don't lie. This is a majorly unexpected run for Dexter Resurrection. I liked New Blood. I really did. I liked New Blood a lot until the ending. I thought the ending would have been fine if they had time to actually give us the ending properly without being rushed, etc. But they only had Michael C. Hall for 1 season at the time, so they had to rush it, and it was very sloppy. We all know that. But otherwise, Clyde Phillips was back, Marco Siega, Michael C. Hall, they're all back, and I really liked New Blood. So I shouldn't have been too shocked that I was going to really like Resurrection, but it's just unbelievable. So for now, I am thinking that it's going to hop season 1 and 2 and become my second favorite Dexter season of all time. The ensemble cast this season was literally unreal, and that's another thing. We should have been expecting a banger of a season because Clyde Phillips did come out and say that he wasn't withholding the scripts from these actors. He literally was showing them the scripts and saying, here it is, here's a banger of a season, please sign on. So if you're going to get all of the actors that we got, Neil Patrick Harris, Kristen Ritter, Eric Stonestreet, Peter Dinklage, Uma Thurman, my goodness, the list continues. David Desmalchian, Jesus. It is unbelievable what they got for this season, and it had to have been because they read the scripts and they were like, wow, this is freaking amazing. So I guess we shouldn't have been that shocked, but seriously, everything about this season is just top notch. I have not seen many of the leaks. Seriously, it's crazy. I am literally going dark on a lot of my comment sections, especially on TikTok. There have been some things that I've seen. I saw Batista's leak from episode 9 because it was right before episode 9. The leaks were new, and boom, they hit me with it. But for episode 10, there's only 1 or 2 things that were leaked, and I'll make sure I refrain from talking about them in my videos this week. But I really am going in dark for this finale, so I'm so excited. I cannot wait to watch this finale. After the finale, if it gets a really high rating from me and from IMDb, from everybody, the Dexterverse in general, I'm going to have to rewatch the first 4 seasons just to see what I think about this, and if I am going to firmly place it as number 2 and maybe number 1. But again, I really can't imagine that I'm going to place it number 1 over season 4. A lot of people are comparing the death of Batista, of course, spoiler alert, but I hope you're only watching this after watching episode 9, to the Rita Morgan death. And listen, Batista, he's one of the best characters in Dexter. I felt the feels when he died, and I thought he went out in a very badass way, but nothing is ever going to beat the finale of season 4 with Rita's death. There's nothing like the feeling that you feel when you watch that for the very first time, especially if it wasn't leaked or if it wasn't spoiled for you. We had Julie Benz on the podcast, and we talked about it with her, and I was able to gush over it with her, and she was the best, and she talked about Resurrection. Unfortunately, she's obviously not being used for Resurrection, but she is open to coming back. But we'll see. Season 4 is iconic, but Resurrection is getting pretty iconic. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to be looking at them. I'm going to try not to get spoiled, so please don't put any spoilers or leaks in the comments so we can continue to discuss this awesome show. I'm doing this because I want to continue talking about this show all week until the finale with you guys.